Top down with these big frowns, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get tough. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose my Patron, you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already know that the size of me. I'm getting top down with these big frowns, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get tough. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose my Patron, you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and football has returned to America's finest city, San Diego, California. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Steelers of San Diego. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now a first carry here for Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Boy, so great to see the NFL back in San Diego. Remember, of course, the Chargers left following the 2016 season, so it's been a little while. But the folks here, they certainly never wavered in their hopes, their desires that they would get another shot at NFL football here in San Diego. And now that day is here. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. And
that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Easy. West right hit.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 it's not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
You talk about getting off to a hot start, a shutout right out of the gate. Think of a carryover headed into this one, the residue of that game. That means excellent practices, guys alert, ready to go. They'd love to hang a second one right here, right now.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Here we go, son. Go.
First down, here's the run. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Now Herbert following the turnover. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to be even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Josh Palmer, his first touchdown here in the new campaign. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL don't know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that neighborhood.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Davis now to return it. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Second down and a run by Robinson. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. We look at this Browns defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. The Steelers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion.
Hey, Kappa.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Let's go. Hey, ram.
Here's Herbert down on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
59. 5-9.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to look deep for Moore. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Breaks a tackle. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hey, can't. Trip clear. Hey, Ken.
On second down, here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Fields. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. Deep to return is Darius Davis. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Tackle made by Chase Young. 2nd and 6.
Baylor Tigers. Hey, Ray. Go. Ready.
Herbert now. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They run the draw here with Robinson. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hold me trips right.
Back to throw here, Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Fields. And that will be incomplete.
And the calmness of having played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. tracked him from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hey, go Lion, 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 Lion.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Rolling to his right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Herbert on 1st down now. Got him in. It's Brown. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
12.
Herbert throwing again. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now it's Herbert. Towards the end zone for Brown. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On first down, Fields. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And quickly, they get to the line.
Fields on first down. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Moore, the man in motion. Herbert.
Checks this one down to Robinson.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Let's go.
Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's Fields.
Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here we go on fourth down, Fields.
That is caught. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now it's Fields.
And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On first down, it's Fields.
And complete right side to Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Go.
On second down, here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Let's go.
On the draw, Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
You got a mini base. Why not? All right.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Hey, never mind. Monday. EQ. Go.
To the air again, Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Hey, 551. Hey, can. Right.
To throw is Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Extend. Right.
Here's Fields. That's caught left side, and the tight end Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Alpha. Mayday. Right.
They snap it to Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Yep. Right.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Fields now to throw.
Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Now Fields.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Kyle Pitts.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.